Hey guys, so this is another Melt in My Stash review video, but before I get into that, I just want you to take a look here for a minute and see if you see anything that looks a little odd. Did you guys figure out what it is yet? So let me just move back a little bit. And do you see anything that looks a little strange? Well, okay, so let me tell you what I'm talking about for those of you that didn't get it. So this is my tea light burner. And as you can see, I have it sitting here on top of my Michaels candle warmer. This is the base of the candle warmer. And I have my tea light burner on there. Now you wouldn't normally put a tea light burner on top of a candle warmer plate, but this is no longer a candle warmer because it stopped working on me. It stopped working the other day and I have no idea why. When I came home, it was on. I had left it on, which is something that I really don't do much anymore. I used to always leave my warmers on, but I just have this fear of my house burning down. So I turn my warmers off before I go to work. And I forgot to turn this one off. So when I came home, the wax was in the bowl and it was melted, and I simply picked up the bowl like I normally do every day without any struggle. I didn't bang it. I didn't knock it over. This has never fallen on the floor, this base, nothing. And I put the bowl in the freezer. Once the wax solidified, I took the bowl out of the freezer. I pulled out the hard wax. I pulled it out and I let the bowl sit so that it could go back to room temperature. Once the bowl had warmed up a bit, I put it on the plate. I didn't realize the plate was no longer hot. Okay, so I usually will sit my warmer bowls on the plate for a minute or two, just for a little bit so it can get nice and hot. And I picked out a tart from my stash and I put the tart in the bowl. And about half an hour later, I realized I'm not smelling anything. And I realized the wax is not melted. So I don't know what happened, but it just stopped working on me. And I did everything I could. I tightened the base. I tried to tighten the top plate. I rotated things. I plugged it into different outlets. I had the cord like stretched out. I thought maybe there was a short. After a while, I was like, you know what? I have a fear of fires. One thing I don't want is for my house to burn down. So it's not worth it for me to try to salvage a warmer that costs about $5. You know what I mean? Like, just throw it away and get a new warmer and have some peace of mind, because it just stopped working. Like, who knows what the problem could be, right? So I decided, it's not working. Let me get rid of it. So I tossed it in the garbage. And then the next day I was like, why did you do that? You know what? I love this base so much. It's such a pretty base. I love the color. I love the detail of it. So I took it right out of the garbage and, I cleaned it off and I cut the cord in the back. So it no longer has a cord and it will serve as a pedestal. Okay? So I just, cut the cord off the back, and then it was a little rigid, like and frayed. And I took an emery board and just kind of shaved it down and smoothed it out. And now I have a pedestal for my candles when they are burning and for my tea light warmer. So that way I don't have to keep things on the glass. I can get that heat off of the glass. So just thought I'd show that to you. So if your candle warmers, stop working on you, you don't have to throw away the base. I mean, if it matches with your decor, you might want to just keep it and, use it for something else. Okay, now let me get on to the review since I've talked for like 5 minutes. But anyway, Okay, so in this tea light warmer, I am melting Violet Vixen from 10 Digit Creations. Awesome scent. I just did a video talking about some tarts that I melted from 10 Digit Creations, and I was kind of blown away by them. They smelled so good. So does this one. Awesome scent. It's so hard for me to describe the notes in this. Definitely I'm getting a floral note. I'm getting violet, but there is something else in here. And I sat here and I just sniffed and sniffed and inhaled and tried to think, what is it that I'm smelling? Finally, I pulled up the scent description because I just couldn't pick up on it. I knew it was something kind of sweet and tart. But here's what it is. Let me read the scent description to you. Violet blends with crisp, clean lime to produce this sophisticated scent. That's all the scent description says. It's very simple. So it's lime that I'm smelling. Now, lime is tart, but I think the violet, those kind of deep notes mixed with that lime, is creating a really fragrant blend. It's almost like a perfume. It's so beautiful. I love scents like this. This would be an awesome bedroom scent. Seriously, like I would just melt this in my bedroom, you know, and just like, yeah, it's just one of those type of scents. And then, you know, it just has really deep, kind of mysterious and intense notes. They're kind of alluring. It's just a beautiful scent. I would not mind having this as a perfume. These are the type of scents that I like to wear. It would be great, like lotion, you know, a body butter or something like that. Like seriously, this would be awesome. So I'm going to check out 10 Digit Creations body care line and see if this one is being offered, because I would totally wear this as a perfume. Alright, so just wanted to tell you about that. This is awesome. If you're going to be placing an order with 10 Digit Creations, definitely check this one out. Okay, so the other night in my bedroom, I melted Marshmallow Blueberry Bread from Sniff My Tarts. Now, this was so good. Oh my goodness. And this was an awesome scent from start to finish. And this is what I mean. On the cold sniff, it smelled awesome. When I put it in my 24-watt warmer in my bedroom, I got amazing scent. For several hours, honestly, I don't know how many hours. I didn't keep track of it. I was kind of busy, so I didn't keep track. But I remember later on that night, I went into my bedroom and I could smell vanilla. And it smelled like, you know, vanilla extract, but it wasn't nasty. It wasn't bitter. It wasn't like too strong. It was like a sweet vanilla extract. And so I felt like I was starting to get those base notes or those bottom notes, and it was just so interesting. It was really pleasant and just pleasing to me. I really enjoyed this from the very beginning to the very end. It never smelled waxy once the scent started to fade out. It smelled so good the entire time. Even the next morning, I could still smell that light hint of vanilla. This was so good. I also melted Wildberry Mousse Zucchini Bread. I'm not going to spend time on this one because I've talked about this already from Sniff My Tarts. It's a great scent. Perfect Wildberry Mousse scent. And this was my last one, so time to place another order. But I'm actually waiting for an order from Sniff My Tarts. And I have the wax chunks that I got in the mixed lot that I won. So I'm good. I don't need to order anything right now, but when I do, I'll be getting more of that definitely. From Lasting Scent Candles, I melted Raspberry Sangria. This one is good. If you're interested in trying out some sangria scents, I would get this. This is not that really strong alcohol scent. It's very fruity. It is grown up. It's definitely a mature scent, but it's not so strong on the alcohol. This is a really nice blend. It's very juicy, and it's actually kind of bright. Like, you know, I melted it probably maybe 3 days ago, and I know that was one of the coldest days that we had here in the city, and I didn't mind it at all. This was a really good blend. Other thing I wanted to point out about Lasting Scent candles, because I'm really impressed with Lasting Scent candles. Great blends, awesome throw. And I always get quite a few hours of scent. But, you know, they use quality cups, because look at all of those oils. And I've had my Lasting Scent candle tarts for months. No disintegration, no leaking, no, they're not ripping, they're not tearing, nothing, they're not breaking. So they really use quality. Now when I store them, I stack them on top of one another, because if you store them like this, then the oils are going to drip out. See, you can see the oils on my hands. They will drip out. So when you store them, stack them on top of one another. But this is real quality right here. You know, the tart, the packaging, everything. I'm really impressed, and I'll be placing another order at some point this year. Okay, then also from Front Porch, I melted Serendipity. And, you know, I like this. I like Front Porch's Serendipity. To me, it is a lot different from others. It definitely stands out as being different from many of the others that I've tried. But it's a good scent. I'm not sure if it's my favorite, but I definitely like it. And I like it so much. I recently got this and I have no more. I melted it a couple of ways. I melted it in my 24-watt warmer. I got good throw. Really good throw. And I also melted it in my tea light burner. And I got excellent throw, but it was short-lived in the tea light burner. Yeah, the tea light burner just sucked the scent right out very quickly. I would say maybe about 3 hours. Whereas in the 24-watt warmer, it definitely extended itself much longer. So, good blend on this. And I would get it again. In fact, I have a Serendipity sampler coming at some point from Front Porch. So, very excited about that. Let's see here. From Victoria's Designer Creations is cotton candy, warm vanilla sugar, strawberry cream. This one smelled really good. I melted this one in my living room area, and I could definitely smell it, but I didn't get a lot of kick from it. And I just don't think this is the kind of scent that you put in a large open area. I think this is better suited for a bedroom, or, you know, or smaller space. So that was the one mistake that I made, and I kind of knew that when I was putting it in the warmer, and I was thinking, no, don't put that one in the living room. Put it in the bedroom or put it in the den where you could really, really enjoy it. But I got scent from it, and I could definitely smell it in the living room area, but it didn't really throw into the kitchen or the dining room. So this is a good one. I do recommend trying it, but it's not going to be that super strong scent that you're going to smell from the top to the bottom of your home. I don't think so. Okay, so let's see here. What else is there? Oh, I've got I think one more. Yeah, I've got one more. This is Wildberry Scone, and this is from Aunt Nena's. Now, this one smelled really good on the cold sniff. Super good. Like, this was a perfect Wildberry Scone scent. So good. I put it in a 24-watt warmer. It started off strong. It was good. And it had good throw. It faded out. It was short-lived. So it really did have good throw, but it was short-lived. It didn't last very long. So this was probably one of my favorites from Aunt Nena's, but I do wish it had lasted longer. So, you know, there's always, you know, maybe your experience would be different from mine. But, you know, I wouldn't mind trying this again, but overall, most of the Aunt Nena's that I've melted, they haven't been strong. So I'm not really at this point ready to place another order, but I will look out for reviews from you guys. And I know that some of you are placing orders with Aunt Nina's, so I'm looking forward to your review on those. And I would definitely repurchase if I know that they're getting stronger, because this was a good one. Alright, so that is it for this segment of my Melt in My Stash review. And I'm so glad that you guys took the time to watch this video. And I will be back with another one very soon. And if you saw anything here that you like, let me know. Great scents. Loving them. And yeah, you take care. Alright, bye-bye.